In this video today, we'll be taking a look at the BenQ Xsign broadcast service. Xsign Broadcast enables IT administrators to broadcast text, images, or video to a single BenQ IFP or multiple BenQ IFPs simultaneously. If you haven't set up an IAM account yet, please do so now, as this is a prerequisite to utilize in Xsign Broadcast. There is a video tutorial on how to set up an IAM administrator account available too, so please check that out for further assistance. Assuming you've already set up an IAM administrator account, let's dive in and take a look at Xsign Broadcast. So the first thing we want to do is visit xsign.benq.com and click on the login option. If you haven't signed in previously, the browser will auto-direct you to BenQ's service portal page, where you will enter the same credentials you created for your IAM administrator account to log in. Once signed in, you'll be redirected to the Xsign Broadcast portal. Here we will notice an option in the top left corner to access either CMS or Broadcast. We want to select the Broadcast option. We can now view and access the first menu here called IFP Equipment Management. In this tab, we can add a new device, create groups, otherwise known as tags, and update our IFP devices. We can also set up a schedule for our content or send an instant message via the interrupt option. Now, let's look at how to add a device to our Xsign portal first before we explore the functionality. It's a very straightforward process. Simply click on the orange Add a New Device button. On this next page, we can see we need to input a device ID and a device name. Let's look at where we can find this device ID now. On our IFP, let's open our apps and select the Broadcast Setting application. We can see that our device is unpaired, and we can also see the display ID. Now, let's head back to our Xsign Broadcast portal and select Add a New Device again and input this ID. We'll know if we input a valid ID by the green tick that appears once the ID has been entered. We can then input a device name of our own choosing. Now we can see our device added to our Equipment Management tab. To confirm that this device has been added, we can head back to our IFP and open up our Broadcast Setting app again to see that the device status has updated from unpaired to pairing success. We can also see that the device name has also been updated. Back in our Xsign Broadcast portal, if we select the schedule option here, we can view a calendar where we can select the time period when we want to publish. Simply by clicking the segment, we can set our schedule. We have options here too to choose a type of content, which can be either text, image, or video. Video content can be either locally stored or via a YouTube link. We either type in our message or select which content file we would like to publish on our IFP. For this tutorial, we'll take a look at using the text option. We'll type in a message here. Under Style, we can create our own templates or alter an existing one. If we look at our options, we can name our style template. We can also change the type of message, whether it be a static text area or scrolling text marquee. Under Style Setting, we can change the size of the font, color of the font, and the fill area surrounding the font. We can also change the alignment of the text and the direction the text scrolls across the screen. We can also see a preview of what the content will look like as we make the changes too. In duration, we can select the date, the time, all day or cycle options, or we can choose a daily or weekly schedule option too. If we hit the preview button, it will open up a larger preview in a different browser tab. To activate this schedule, we simply have to hit confirm. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to hit cancel here so we can take a look at the interrupt option also. Now if we reselect our panel and select the button that looks like a play icon, this will bring us into our interrupt menu. You'll notice this menu looks very similar to our scheduled content menu, except it is missing the enhanced duration options towards the bottom of the screen. Once again, we'll take a look at sending text as our content, and we have similar options here for type, text content, style, and play length. The difference between scheduling content and using the interrupt feature is that the interrupt instantly sends the content to the device, rather than pushing it at a later date or time. Once we hit confirm, a small text box will appear in the bottom right corner of our screen, informing us that the content has been published. If we take a look at our IFP now, we'll see the message that we created scrolling across the screen. To remove the message from the IFP, we can simply tap the message and hit confirm. Back in our portal, let's take a look at grouping devices. By selecting the Create Tag option, we're able to create a new group, name the group, and add any IFPs we've paired previously. In IFP Schedule Management, we view the type of content, whether interrupt or schedule sent, publish time, publish content, which device the content was sent to, the account that published the content, and the current status of the content published. This concludes this tutorial on Xline Broadcast. For more information on BenQ's other portals and services, please check out our other tutorial videos on IAM, AMS, and DMS. Thanks for watching.